Welcome to today's class. On Civic Education this morning for JSS3, we are going to be looking at electoral malpractice in Nigeria and how to prevent electoral malpractice in Nigeria. At the end of the lesson, you all should be able to explain the meaning of electoral malpractice, state the forms of electoral malpractice, list preventive measures against electoral malpractices in Nigeria. Last week, we talked about free and fair election, talk about the effects of free and fair election in a democratic system. So today, let's look at electoral malpractices in Nigeria. What is electoral malpractice? Electoral malpractices is the failing of all electoral institutions or body to carry out election in the proper or professional way. It is any act that hinders a free and fair election. Also, electoral malpractice is any act of lawlessness that could stop or discourage people to cast their votes freely and sincerely. Forms of electoral malpractices. 1. Diversion of electoral materials. Stealing of electoral materials like ballot boxes, ballot papers, voters' registers, and so on. 2. Underage voting. That is, allowing those who are not adults to vote, those who are below the age of 18. You have 3. Multiple registration of voters by a single individual, falsification of results, bribery of officials, and so on and so forth. Now let's look at preventive measures. The following are the ways by which electoral malpractices can be prevented. 1. Arrests and persecution of people who violate electoral laws. That is, people that violate electoral laws should be arrested and persecuted. Swearing exercise should not be done until all petitions are disposed of at election tribunals. Also, customization of ballot papers in the form of putting the computer information about a registered voter on the ballot paper to prevent multiple voting. Also, a person that is found guilty in electoral malpractices should be banned from politics. Pressure groups too have their role to play by rising up from all quarters to oppose electoral malpractices and so on. Is that taken? Any question? All right. Before we go, I told you that electoral malpractices is the failing of all electoral institutions or bodies to carry out election in the proper or professional way. And forms of electoral malpractices, you have diversion of electoral materials, stealing of electoral materials like ballot boxes, ballot papers, voters register, and so on and so forth. We also talk about preventive measures, and I told you that some of the preventive measures is the use of advanced information technology such as computers and other machines for detection of fingerprints. That will help in reducing the act of multiple registration. Now here is a assignment. You are to state the effects of electoral malpractice in Nigerian democratic system. Last week I gave assignments and I did not get any feedback from you people. These questions are past questions from the junior WAEC, previous years from the junior WAEC. So you have to treat it very important and get used to the questions. Thank you and have a lovely day.